Welcome to Change Your POV podcast. This is Motivation Monday,
where perspective is the vantage point of success. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Now that quote is from Peter Drucker, and I got to tell you, in terms of influential people in my life, I would have to say Peter Drucker is among the top 5. And if you've never read his book, The Effective Executive, I highly recommend you do so. This quote is just, let me read it again because you really got to kind of think about its meaning. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Now, I've worked in management and I consider myself to be a leader. And a lot of times management and leadership are conflicting because, as a leader, your primary focus and your primary goal is to the people that you lead. They're your number one driver with whatever you're doing. Management, your number one driver is the bottom line, right? Is being profitable, is making the stakeholders happy, the members of the board, whoever it may be. And sometimes in order to make stakeholders happy and be cognizant of the bottom line, it's at the expense of the people, unfortunately. And that's just business, and that's just the way it is. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to learn going from the military into the civilian sector is, at least in the military, now you may have different experiences, everyone does, but at least in my experience when I was in the military, my guys really mattered. They gave a shit to me. And I was hard on them, and I wasn't always the best leader in the world, and I could be an ass at times, but I always really did love my guys, and I put them first, and I did everything I could to make sure that they were successful. And then I get out of the Army, and I joined the civilian world, and I want to do the same thing for the people that I have working for me, but then upper-level management comes down with certain edicts that put me in a position where I had to do right by the company, which meant doing wrong by the people that were supposed to be working for me. And so it's a interesting dichotomy, and it's something you need to take into consideration if you want to leave the military and join the civilian world as a supervisor and or manager. You may face this. You will face this. So how are you going to deal with it? Again, management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things.